Hi, it's the Great Vanzini. I'm looking at two different cameras. I'm trying to do a two-camera shoot, and I don't think I'm going to be very successful here. Because one has a Rode microphone on it, and the sound's pretty good, and the other one I'm just using the microphone on the camera. I thought today we would have fun with chords. I'm playing on an Ibanez AK-80. Yeah, that's one they don't make anymore. I'm going to do another quick video on it and explain the circumstances of it and why I have this. And so today I thought we'd have fun with chords. Oh, I hope you all had a good NAMM. Even if you didn't go to NAMM, I didn't go to NAMM, but I watched. I went to NAMM through other people's videos, and today is Saturday, so it's the third day. So I'm going to probably spend the afternoon watching other people's videos again, and hopefully we'll see some good stuff. I've been watching Tone King and China Guitar Skeptic and stuff from Sweetwater and Andertons and just all sorts of different ones. The coolest thing I've seen so far is a Bigsby guitar pedal made by Game Changer Audio and Bigsby. Went together, and Game Changer Audio is trying to make a pedal, and they had one in a shell, a prototype, but they didn't plug it in, they didn't use it, and it's basically a Bigsby in a guitar pedal, a floor pedal with a that you can put your foot on the Bigsby and it'll work on a non-trim guitar supposedly, and they're claiming they're going to have it ready by summer. Not sure I buy it until I actually see it and hear it. If they really do that, they can have my money right now, because I won't have to mess with tuning, and I mean, if it really works well. And I'm not a big, they're claiming it'll dive bomb, and if it does, I just use a trim very lightly, so, and I don't have one on this guitar, but I'm looking, man alive, if I can not have to worry about having Bigsbys on my guitars and tuning issues and all that, although they're doing way better with tuning issues nowadays. Today we're going to have fun with chords. We're going to look at a B minor, well, a B minor for starters. That's pretty boring. I'm going to try to get my hand in the picture here. Now, you should know an A chord. I don't ever play that high E because I got big fat stiff fingers, but a lot of people will teach it to play with three. Okay, so we're playing A minor for starters, using the last three fingers instead of the first three. Okay, A minor, and we're going to move that up a whole step. It's a bar chord. It's a B minor, and we're going to remove that little pinky to make it a B minor seventh. We're not going to worry about that high note. We're just worried about those right there, B minor seventh. Now we're going to really screw that up and make it a B minor seventh flat five. Well, where's the five note? On B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this note right here. B minor 7th flat 5. And we're going to take that finger and we're going to move it down one fret. Now we got a screwed up chord. Sounds like the police sirens in Europe, you know. We need the Doppler effect to make it work. So we have a B and an F and an A and a D. It's sort of very much like a diminished chord. It's got that diminished tonality. Even if you move it up 3 frets, it doesn't repeat like a diminished. But it's got a similar sort of sound to it. They actually sometimes refer to it as a half diminished. And it's because it's got a flat 5, and it's basically a minored chord with a flat 5 and a 7th in it. So, but how else can we use that chord? We've We've heard that chord before, actually, because it takes the place of other chords that I like. And if you think of something like Sleepwalk, I'm just going to use the first 4 strings. Oh. Sleepwalk, though, I think uses a minor in the 4 position. A minor 6th. Oh boy, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, there it is. There's a minor 6th. Very much like a G bar chord. There's another one to work on. So we can take that minor 6th and substitute that B minor 7th flat 5. Let's try it. You probably heard that in some songs from the 50s where it had a sound like that. So now we've got a B minor 7th flat 5. We've got a D minor 6th. We've got 2 chords in one out of this ugly sounding thing. But let's do another one. Let's see if we can't come up with another chord. Here's a G ninth, or up here is maybe how we'd play it. I hope you're picking up the sound on this. You see I'm all over the keyboard, fretboard, using that. That's really hard. So instead of up here, it's got a bright sound. I can use that off and on, but I don't want to use it all the time. So I'm gonna use the B minor flat 5 instead of that G ninth. And we know that the root's actually right down here, right where that low G is. Now we can go, or we can go use that same format up here. That's a C ninth. So we've got 3 chords in one, and we've kind of cheated the system a little bit. So that's in this case it's a B minor 7th flat 5. And here's the trick. We play that B minor 7th and we flat that 5. That's a hard position, so we're going to change these fingers. If we try to, that's really hard. So we just change these fingers and put that one up here and put that one up here. And now it's change them up. There I played the chord progression and I was all within 2 or 3 frets there. So man, I never can get these camera angles right. So 2 different ways to make a G ninth right there. And then it also substitutes, and if we just got to remember that if you're using it as a minor sixth, it's the relative 6 down. So we just go for the B would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the B note, so we know that to make a minor sixth is this. We just do that chord with whatever the sixth is from the scale, minor third above that, if that makes any sense. But I use it primarily as a ninth. I don't loop I don't play the root. It's really hard to get my finger over there, and it'll be no time at all before I hurt. There's the 7th or a 9th. And it's a weird chord, and I love chord theory. I came about this, thinking about this, making a little video because I watched Robert Baker's first of the year live stream last few days ago, and he was just messing around with chords. And of course he's he starts a chord here and ends up down here doing stuff. I can't do that, but I thought, well, fun with chords, that's kind of an interesting idea. And that's just that's just a weird chord that works. That I like the interplay of chords, I mean, if we talk about an A minor, what's the difference between an A minor and a C6? Not a thing. It's just where the emphasis is put. In a C6, we want to emphasize the C. In an A minor, we want to emphasize the A. That kind of thing. So, so you play a C6 up here, it's really an A minor. You can substitute them. So that's it. That's my quick lesson. I'm going to edit the heck out of this to make it short and make it make sense. But we really went from a B minor 7th, or a B minor, to a B minor 7th, to a B minor 7th flat 5, which takes the place of a G ninth, and it takes the place of a D minor 6th. Right there, D minor 6 up here. Isn't that interesting? And if that D minor 6 works, then up here it takes the place of a G ninth, doesn't it? If they're all interchangeable. I don't like that format, so I would not use that. I would just use, because it's got that 7th tone in it, so. And that's that. So, let's turn some cameras off, let's take a break, and I'll come back and I'll talk to you about the guitar. About this lousy, lousy guitar.